My name is Gary Wallace, and I am the owner of Concrete Solutions, which is a local concrete company in the Tampa Bay area. So we do sidewalks, driveways, walkways, patios, also building foundations, block walls, anything that's involved in concrete or masonry. Before I met CJ and Justin, became part of BCE, I had a lot less structure. By joining the group, was introduced to having a CRM, which is a platform to place to store my clients and communicate with my clients and other contractors, and also more accountability. Before I joined the group, I've actually been there about maybe 3 to 4 months max. And I've already seen my volume of calls, revenue increase, having systems to maximize my efforts. If I had to put a dollar amount on it, right now we're on track probably to slightly under $1 million in revenue. $1 million in revenue, yes. The one is believing in yourself and then making the phone calls, communicating with your clients, continue to make follow-up phone calls, tracking your activity, having a system to communicate with others. Biggest challenge I was facing was probably accountability. A lot of times if you're by yourself, we as business owners, we really don't have a boss, so we kind of can do what we want to do. That's good and that's bad also, because you have a lot less accountability. By joining BCE, you have a group that you can network with and hold each other accountable to your goals. And they're also accessible when you need this. The system made sense to me. The system that they have is really simple. Well, just like going to the gym is simple, working out is simple, but it's better when you have a coach and peers that are doing the same thing. That's what makes it work for me. Oh, that was a lot of the whole course just makes sense. One in particular is following up with your clients, just having a system, a script on what to say to your clients or to your other contractors. Another is having a CRM, which is a platform to hold all your clients, because a lot of times you try to keep everything in your head and you miss a lot of things, but by having everything on that dashboard in front of you, you can get better results. And I'm terrible with those things, so having a system or a platform I can look at it, just like driving your car, you know how fast you're going. It gives you data. Actually, I don't want to call it luck, but within the group, we have sales people that willing to selling your business. So or networking. I have a young man, the first few calls, he was able to land a $150,000 project that we're getting ready to start next week. It really works. I could say when I first started, I didn't have the CRM. So within a month, I got the CRM and I was able to see not just the growth, but actually before the growth, I was able to see my activity that leads to the growth. This month right here, we're already on track to do, I just mentioned one for 150,000, but we probably can do at least 300,000 in revenue this month. And like I said, we do a lot of these types of jobs we're doing. They're big ticket items. You know, they're the foundation, which is the first thing that goes into building a house. And these are new construction. Big item means like complete rebuilds. The storm last year, a lot of people lost their home. With the flood, there's new elevation points. So a lot of people have to tear down their house and rebuild it from the ground up. That's what I mean by that. You're building a brand new house. Actually, it's not the biggest one. That's like the second biggest one. The biggest one is probably about 175,000, but it's not closed yet. It's mostly me. The biggest thing I see is it gives me more time to spend with my family. And also, we as contractors, we take work with us. So by having the data inside of the CRM, I can multitask. From at the playground, I can pull out my phone and look at work a little bit. So I have more time to spend with my family. It saves you a lot of time, right? I've had a business coach, it probably was 20 years ago. It was a totally different business. The best thing that I could say about this with BCE is this is my business that I built from scratch. One, you have more motivation and passion to do it, but because we're all in the same industry, the advice that they give is very customized to your business and your goals, which is very important. If you listen and you put in the effort and you discipline yourself, you will get the results. One of my biggest challenges was disciplining myself to run the plays that they were calling. I would say the biggest one is the consistent phone calls, outreach to existing clients, existing contractors, because a lot of times, you know, like myself, I took an organic approach. Whoever called me, that's who I service. But now I kind of flip the script a little bit. I go after the clients instead of waiting them to come to me, so which expedites the process. Not necessarily leads. Well, actually within the organization, we have other contractors and we provide each other leads, but knowing how to work the leads, that's what they provide, or knowing what to say, what to do with the leads. Because everyone has leads, but you got to know what to do with them. They pick up the phone right away or get back with you right away. They always answer the phone. And if you send them a text message, if you have a question, they respond immediately. I would tell anyone that wants to have their own business in construction, if you're willing to discipline yourself, it's a good idea to join. I've recommended it to everyone that I know that's have their own construction business, simply because everyone is struggling with the same thing: leads, pricing, estimating, follow-up. I mean, just so many insurances, the laws, codes, they go over all those things so you don't have to keep it in your head. We have a platform that has everything that makes it easy, a system for you to follow. So that's why I would recommend it to anyone that wants to grow a bigger business. The next year, I want to have someone else in the seat that I'm in. That is my goal, to duplicate myself. And if I can follow this system and put the system in place, I see that being achieved very realistic. I think I would be okay, but I don't want to just be okay. I want my freedom. Your business can end up owning you, and that's it's very possible it can happen, which is not a good feeling. But by having this and then system within, you own the business. So that's what I would see. I would see me working a lot more and not getting the results that I get now. From what I experienced, there's no length of time. You just have access to the information anytime you want it. We have a weekly call and we go over certain topics, but there's not like a time frame that you go through the course. I went through the course, but that doesn't mean I finished. So I go back and I study, kind of like college. You take a class, but you still go back and study certain things. So I would never say that it's over, because it's continuous learning.